Hi friends, my name is Nikki, and if you're watching this video, I couldn't be more happy that you are here. We like to call this Source Clarity Community. So welcome to Source Clarity Community. And if you're watching this video, there's an aspect of yourself that may not feel inherently valuable. And I can relate to that in my life more than I could probably fully articulate. Throughout my life, I always felt that there was someone more confident than me, more popular than me, like socially abundant than me, more athletic than me. I sing and I write songs, so I always felt like someone was more creative than me. I mean, the list literally goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. And there was a time in my life, right? I was around 16. I had what could be referred to as a spiritual awakening. And I had this moment going, oh my goodness, life is no different than a movie. That if I see myself as someone that is not socially abundant, if I see myself as someone that isn't as athletic as Billy Bob or whoever it might be, or whatever it might be, right? I'm going to experience life through the lens of that energy, through the lens of that focus. I begin to see me, this physical form, almost as this avatar. And when I realized this, anytime I had a limiting thought or belief that would arise within my mind, I wouldn't succumb to it. I wouldn't try necessarily, well, maybe I would change it, but it was more so about going, that thought isn't true, that thought isn't true, that thought isn't true. And literally like overnight, it felt like overnight my life flipped because I began to see myself as someone that felt socially abundant. Like I remember I had like 2 friends at the time, but I remember I would flip the narrative. I was like, me and my 2 friends, it's cool that it's just us. I'm telling you, my life flipped overnight. And so I'm sharing this with you because if you're someone in your life where you felt, for as long as you can remember, like you're not valuable, like you aren't good enough, like there's always someone better than you. Every single thing in this universe, every single obstacle in your life sort of is the greatest catalyst for your awakening. And every single thing is happening for you. When I begin to see life is happening for me, the life experience began to change. Do I still experience obstacles and adversity and things of that nature? No, just kidding. I'm lying. I'm literally lying. You're like, okay, I'm clicking off. This guy's a douche. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm joking. Of course I do. But new levels of obstacles, because it's in our obstacles. It's in the adversity. When we realize sort of the source perspective, like it's in the obstacles and adversity that realigns us with who we really are. It gives us opportunity to realize the perfection in the all that is. Obstacles are like a gift. So I don't really like to call this like the spiritual path. I like to call it the higher self path, because spirituality is like this umbrella, right? So the higher self path is designed for us to realize the perfection in all that is. It is not to necessarily get rid of obstacles. It's to actually learn to look forward to them, because when you experience an obstacle, you're closer to aligning more with whatever it is you're asking for. You're closer to connecting deeper with source energy. So the more you know what I mean? Okay, sometimes I don't necessarily know where I'm going with a sentence and then I stop and now I'm like, I'm still here. Anyway, but like we talked about in the beginning of this, there's times in your life where you don't feel valuable. Why is that happening? Let's talk about that in the first place. Well, when you're a small child, okay, you're absorbing the energy of your environment like crazy, okay? You're absorbing the limiting beliefs of your parents, even if they're incredible people, your teachers, whatever is broadcasting on TV at the time, whatever it may be. You're absorbing that energy. That energy is making its way into your mind, projecting images in your mind and thought patterns within your mind that eventually turn into beliefs. So you took on feeling deficient in value from the world. In some regard, I don't want to say someone caused you to feel this way, but in a lot of ways this happened. But I also believe that your spirit self chooses your path in your life. But in a lot of ways, something in your life caused you to feel deficient in love. And so you went into this like fight or flight. And fight or flight gets you into this place of like, I'm just going to keep you alive, okay? So you had to stay alive, and you found techniques that allowed you to feel kind of safe, but weren't you connecting with your inherent value. So I want you to hear this video. I want you to be like, okay, for a long time I have not felt valuable. I didn't feel valuable because I took on the energy of the world. There was someone or something that caused me to feel deficient in love, that caused me to not see me for who I really am. But I can change that. I am the creator of my life. Aligning with high levels in what we in this community like to call source clarity, aligning with high levels of source clarity is going to require you to see you for the brilliance of who you really are. It's going to require you to change those neural structures and patterns within the mind to connect with the brilliance that is you. You friend, are on this planet with a divine mission and a divine purpose on this planet. When you begin to see your brilliance frequently, emotionally connect with it, your life's going to change. Like, life is going to start to change. You're a wildly powerful, beautiful friend. And I want you to take this, right? Like, just take this. It's in the integration where we step into who we really are. So it's great. We can watch podcasts and videos. Like, I'm freaking grateful that you're here. But it's in the integration, right? It's going, okay, this guy, the stranger from the internet, just yelled at me and called me out and called me out and said, okay, I don't feel valuable. What can I do about this? Here's the step-by-step that you can do about this. Find ways to start changing the narratives when they feel limiting. So you're alone, okay? You start to shame yourself for feeling alone. How can you change that story or that narrative? You do that frequently, you're going to build these new neural networks within your mind. Those neural networks are going to communicate to the heart. The heart's going to amplify that energy. You're going to attract more. That's a vibrational match to that change narrative. You get what I'm saying here? So anyway, you're beautiful. I want to thank you. Literally could be anywhere in the world, and you decided to watch this video. Thank you so much, incredible human. Feel free to like the absolute shit out of this video. Subscribe if you're ready to be a part of the Source Clarity community. I don't know if I said Soul Clarity. It used to be Soul Clarity, and I sometimes accidentally say it. Source Clarity community. Subscribe and leave a comment. I'm responding to comments. Yeah, okay? Alrighty, beautiful human. Thank you so much. You are valuable. You are valuable. You are valuable. You are valuable. You're inherently valuable. Like, your value is innate. You don't have to do anything to be valuable. You are valuable. All right. Thank you so much, beautiful human. Alrighty, peace.